from one of the most iconic groups of all time, man. Done been bit, stole from, emulated, but never duplicated. My motherfucking homeboy Layzie Bone from the almighty Bone Thugs. What's cracking, dog?
Ah, man, you know what it is, that Cleveland connection in the building.
For sure, man. You know you from the city, dog, so I had to give you just the
intro. You try to slide some in there, huh?
Yeah, try to slide in there. The city on the motherfucking plane.
Hub City.
They just
Hub
breathe.
City. You a transformer.
Hey, you know what? Hey, this what I always go through, late. This what I tell him and the homie Glasses. Without Ohio, it wouldn't be no West Coast music.
Hey, man, we got the funk. The funk come from Ohio, bottom line.
The funk come from Ohio, dog, and we love California. California is my home. I love it, love the people here. From Roger Troutman, man, just own everything that the West don't love and embrace so much, dog.
You played football. Get up out of here.
Man, it don't matter. That's the hometown city, but laying off.
I'm gonna have to tell Maria to snatch that drum machine out your house right now. You too hip hop for me right now.
Hey man, you know what? I'm a brother that just love music, and you coming from the city of Cleveland, man, like I come from, man. And I know you done been asked this a million times, man. Because y'all did something nobody else was doing at that time. Y'all incorporated harmonies with the rhyming. How did y'all come up with that, man?
I mean, you know, Cleveland is a singing city. You got the OJs, Levert, you know what I mean, Rude Boys, all that whole R&B flavor was thoroughly bred in Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? And my mom sings, so you know we come from that school, born in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? We grew up with the Temptations and you know Delphonics, all them old school Motown groups. You know what I mean? It was embedded from our parents' music. You know what I'm saying? So when we was growing up, it was like you wanted to be a rapper. You ain't want to be a singer. Although we were singers, we did New Edition, you know what I'm saying? We emulated all that, Michael Jackson, New Edition.
Right.
But in the streets, you know what I mean? You wanted to be a rapper because you wanted to be hard, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely
like,
if you was coming from the streets.
Right, you ain't want to be known as no pretty boy, you know what I'm saying?
When rap came along, you went from wanting to be the New Editions and the Jackson 5s to you wanted to be the Run DMCs and the Houdinis and the shit like that. So definitely, that was our generation of time when we was coming to pass from that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, and you from the Clare, man, y'all right across from Glenville, right?
Yeah.
Right across from Glenville. I went to Glenville, dog. I used to have to walk through that motherfucker every day because I lived off 103rd and Superior, but we claimed 100, 10-5. You know, that was our section.
Yeah.
And at that time, if you was walking through, off of St. Clair, you might get touched on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You might have a few altercations on the way home.
Oh man, St. Clair, like people really don't know how segregated Cleveland really was. Like when I came out to California, I was culture shocked because you had Mexicans and different people were like in Cleveland it's all black.
It's all black.
East side Cleveland, like when you walk in them streets right there, you gotta deal with
and it used to be divided. That was the funny thing about it because you would have a cat that lived, you might have went to elementary school with him, but he stayed on this side and you stay on this side and y'all is feud and you really don't know why. It's just that when you walk through certain, at least for me because I'm a little bit older than you used to have to squabble. You used to have your squabble game right.
So we went to FDR, you know what I'm saying? So we had it out with Patrick Henry, the other junior high school, you know what I'm saying? Like, so one of my great friends in life, his name Ken Dog, Mighty Mo Thug, you know what I'm saying? So we used to have to squabble with them all the way until we got bused to the same school. You know what I'm saying? Like in high schools, but in junior high, that was that side, that was that side. If you crossed it, it was on and cracking.
Yeah, man. I know.
Still coming out here from Cleveland and seeing how we got down how was it different?
You know what, man? California is deceptive as a motherfucker because as Lake can attest, Cleveland is a ghetto. Like up there, it ain't no in between. But out here, you could be in a place that look suburban as hell and look nice, but you be smack dead in the middle of the hood. Like California is nice. It's like if you are homeless, or if you in person ain't got no money and you sleeping in your jacket, you know what I'm saying? You got the winter you dealing with. Ain't no money up in that motherfucker. At least out here, you can work a monkey hustle out here. go get him a job at motherfucking Walmart working at night, or a job as a security guard or somewhere.
Right.
In Cleveland, if it ain't cracking, it ain't cracking. You ain't got no choice but either hook or crook.
Yeah, when we first touched down out here, we touched down in Mansfield hood. You know what I mean? And to me, that shit looked nice. You know what I'm saying? So we walk into the store to go get brews and things like that. We thinking it's okay, but cornered us. You know what I'm saying? They like, hey, man, if you're going to be around here, you got to claim something. Like, we got to protect you, I'm like, man, we ain't going to be here long. We rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
But, like, the decept, like, the projects in Cleveland look like the projects. Out here, like, it's California, it's beautiful out here.
Yeah, man, I used to think, man, living up in, I used to think, man, when I used to go visit homies that live different places, I would go up to, like, Bedford and different places, Shaker Heights. I thought that was nice. I was like, man, they rich.
Yeah, you go up there. I mean, we don't even go up there because you're scared to get pulled over up there. You
That's
know
what I'm
saying?
saying. But out here in California, dog, that's the thing. Everything is nice, man. Like, 'cause I came to Long Beach in '88, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that was, when I started realizing it was the same kind of, was the sack. You know what I'm saying? Everything was about the sack at that time. You getting you a sack, man, you getting on with a zone or a 50 piece, 50 piece with a zone.
The hustle,
you start hustling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so we ain't know what to expect. All we knew was Menace to Society. You know what I'm saying? Watching y'all on the movie, so we ain't know. All we heard was the gang, the riots had just went down and all that shit. So when we got out here, we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So this California, I'm from Cleveland, Eiht. Just to let everybody know, I left Cleveland. I was 18 years old.
You was like me. I was 17 when I first came out
I'll
here.
be 49 this year, you know what I'm saying? So the rest of my years, I've been out here in California.
Embedded.
I mean, so I'm a Cleveland, California.
Exactly, man, because I ain't gonna lie, last time I went to the crib, dog, I couldn't do more. I can't do past a week, my dude.
Oh, man, you can't.
I can't do past a week because
you can't.
Man, no.
Nothing
I talk all that
changed,
shit.
man.
I love California, though, dog.
No.
Hell yeah, it's the shit.
What's the longest you stayed when you went back home?
You know what, man? Once I make my runs and go, because I got aunties, man, that's getting up in their 80s and stuff, so I try to make it home a little bit more frequently.
Right.
I could do a week, dog. Because I got a big ass family. Once I hit the family in Cleveland, then I go out to Akron and all that stuff, that little surrounding area. I might hit Columbus if I got time. Once I do that and see everybody straight, dog, I'm ready to go. It's too slow, my dude.
Yeah, it's slow, man, and then, like, we still bringing the opportunities there, you know what I mean? Like, they like, well, do it from home, but all the resources is here.
Yeah, exactly.
Bottom line, you know what I mean?
It's hard because one of the things y'all did there was a big deal, man, and I was really hoping that it took, when y'all built Mo Thug Records, y'all actually had based it in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was dope because I had, my people hit me with excitement. Bone got a record company. We go try to, I know y'all lobby state full of people trying to submit demos, didn't it?
Yeah, man, Mo Thug headquarters was wild.
Yeah, man, what made y'all decide to just keep it in Cleveland?
I mean, back then, the mission was to come out here to be something, to make some of ourselves, to bring it home anyway, you know what I mean? Like, we wanted to go home to make a difference, you know what I mean? But we just didn't know how much work that really entailed, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, it's like nothing was there, so it'll probably be a generation after me before we get it all the way built up because we started from nothing.
Yeah, for real, man. That's why it's so because Cleveland, man, almost like had the worst luck in the world, man. We lost the football team.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Remember when dude took the football team out the city? I really cried when that happened, man. I was like, hell yeah, I was mad than the motherfucker.
We all was hurt, man.
I was mad than the motherfucker. I took the Browns and then the around and won a championship like a few years later. I was mad than the motherfucker.
Same year, Baltimore and won a championship.
Won a championship. I felt like that should have been ours. You know what I mean?
Feel like the economy just didn't. The fan base. What happened,
bro? I'm gonna tell you something about Cleveland.
You as a who was from the streets, born and bred Cleveland. What happened?
Man, I think it's a combination of poverty, man, and a lack of opportunity. Because you think about it, man. If Bone wouldn't have made their trip out here, ain't no tell. Y'all possibly could have got picked up by somebody in New York, but I can't picture y'all on no other label other than Ruthless. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, we had a choice though. We could have went to the East Coast. It was closer, but we
Was it a coin flip, or was it like we going to the West Coast?
It was y'all. Y'all had this like we was coming to California because of Eazy-E, because of Eiht. You know what I'm saying? Because of shit, Snoop had just started. You know what I'm saying? So Dr. Dre, like that whole influence, that like. We was influenced in Cleveland. We was influenced by everything, but when the West Coast hit, niggas had on Dickies.
It was a connection, for real.
Yeah, we was California because we was on the block selling dope. So when Dope Man hit, it was like, that's where I want to be.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangster Chronicles, this is not your